All right, now we're gonna talk about another Lopez. Not no, I'm trying. We've been talking about George Lopez lately over this issue. Of course, I did my commentary that I was offended by the situation and also my experience with the black and brown situation. I'm also part Latino from the Spanish Creole roots, and that situation and the Mexican girl I liked in school who has a father who's Mexican, okay, who's still married to her, black mother. Actually, she's mixed with black, white, and American, like lying down the family tree. So, and I've been listening to Pebbles, girlfriend, yes. What's that song? Giving you the benefit. Well, and what other song she sang? And I had to sing some, because she said Mercedes boy. I'm a guy, so I had to say some Mercedes girl. As a Mercedes, I said, do you wanna ride a Mercedes girl? Ride it. Tell me what you're gonna do. Cause if you don't, if you're gonna ride my Mercedes girl, there is so many things that I'm gonna do to you. See, the black skin chick look like her, right? Like Pebbles, TLC's former manager, so I'm still questioning now because TLC in some deep mess. They haven't paid them people about the GoFundMe thing. We was on their side and seeing Pebbles as a scam artist, but now we start to see a little bit maybe on them. But that's another subject, okay? So another Lopez we're going to talk about is not Jennifer Block, not Jennifer Lopez, okay? We're going to talk about Joe Lopez, another J-Lo, okay? A male J-Lo, a Tejano J-Lo, okay? Recently, I'm doing a report. The people I've been getting love and hate over this case because it involves sexual abuse. Joe Lopez maintained his innocence. It's his niece, okay? Her name is Crystal Lopez. She was 13, and she claimed she did an interview on Channel 13, and I thank God for Elsa Garcia's YouTube channel. Girl, I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. I know you're doing real estate. Ya te vi, ya te vi, ya te vi. Okay, escapate. Escapate, dun 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 dun. I remember that song back in '94. Dun 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 dun. Escapate. Hold on. Escapate. Escapate. I was 14 back in '94, going on 15. Yes. That's a Harlem. Y'all tell I went to school in the body, okay? So therefore, in the east side. Anyway, let's get to the stuff. Okay, so now Joe Lopez's niece, the one who's accusing him of sexual assaulting her, raping her, whatever, is not coming out. Her name is Crystal Lopez. She has shades on, and she said that's not true. Joe Lopez's lawyer saying that she tried to extort him for millions of dollars or something if he don't come forward. But she said that the dad, which is Joe Lopez's brother, told her to write, but she won't go through it. My question is, since you brought these things up, okay, to both the lawyer and Crystal Lopez, okay, because I'm still confused. At first, I was on Joe Lopez's side because he said that we have not heard from DNA tests. Can I please? We already know that Lopez trying to be that light-skinned woman from Maria going to jail, okay? You remember the Yabon Wall? I think she's part Latina as well. The one who played Laura Davis, something like that. You remember the one that racketeered those cases and, made Medea and Keisha Knight Plum from the Cosby Show, Rudy from Cosby Show, she was playing a prostitute in that movie, have a long sentence. Okay. All right. Well, they were saying that that's what Lopez did, took bribes. So that's when I start to believe that maybe Joe Lopez was innocent because, you took bribes. And speaking of extortion, I would not be shocked that he tried to extort Joe Lopez, okay? Now, about Crystal Lopez's niece, the one who's claiming to be the victim, okay? I don't know if she's a victim or not. It's very picky for me. I cannot take sides because it starts to look guilty on both ends. No offense to my Joe Lopez friends and no offense to those who are being sympathetic to Crystal Lopez. I'm in the middle, okay? On one end, I do believe that Joe Lopez maybe was innocent because of this Villalobos situation, and he maintains innocent. But the one thing we have not heard about the DNA results of his sperm, okay? Second of all, he still is convicted. Like he's on the sex offender list. So that's, even though innocent people do get screwed in the system, especially minorities, especially in Texas, of course, I don't know, okay? Now, with Crystal Lopez, the niece who's claimed to be, it seems she's coming out. It seems she is innocent, okay? It seemed to me that she's telling people that, hey, he should not be out on parole. You know, he did rape me at 13 years old, and this and that. They said she was promiscuous, and people, I don't know what's going on in that situation, but she's coming out. She's a grown woman now. She's not a kid no more, and we don't know whether she's telling the truth, because we don't want to sit here. I don't want to sit here and say, well, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. He didn't rape you, and then he did. And I don't want to say you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. He did rape you, but he didn't. So it is very hard. But the question y'all brought, the key witness of this case is Joe Lopez's brother, which is the girl's dad, the former's dad. Can I please hear from him? We need to hear from, because Lorenzo Lopez, is it Lorenzo Lopez? That's the other brother who's defending Joe Lopez, right? But then this brother who's Crystal Lopez's dad, okay, who's Joe Lopez's brother, I need to know, why did you try to get that? I wish I was a lawyer. Why did you try to get this woman to write a letter for extortion of money? Okay? That does sound, it's no different in the Michael Jackson case. And people make Michael Jackson think that he did do it. I do think he did not do it. And not because he's a celebrity, because they had evidence of both families trying to get money from this man way before these things happened. And Janet, whatever her name is, not Janet Jackson, she tried to change her name to Janet. That's Gavin's mother, I think, Arvizo, that's her name. Well, that's the one who said her, because there was my question is, if you'd heard stories about someone being sexually abusing kids, why the hell you're trying to set your children to go up to Neverland Ranch and then let them stay there when you're not there? That is stupid to me. Like Cheryl Underwood, even though I do disagree with her defending George Lopez on the comedian, okay? Cheryl Underwood from Comic View, the dark-skinned lady on the top, okay? But she made it clear on Comic View back today, so go back to comedy, on BET, if you're going to arrest Michael Jackson, then those who giving the sandwiches to the kids and the chef and everybody else, the parents and them, they never again and said that he was bad, he was dangerous, you should have believed him, okay? And I do agree, I don't believe he's guilty, but if I heard these cases, why the hell I would send my kids there? You see what I'm saying? So, but they was trying to get money because Michael was naive. He was still a child in a man's body, okay? So, so he was trying to, all that nevertheless, was trying to live like a child in a man's body. So if someone's naive like that, yeah, they conduct business, but they still have mental issues trying to be a child in an adult's body. You have to understand people will take advantage of you. And he was so good to people, so there and gullible and naive, of course, you're going to 9 10 try to get some. That's why he felt like people were trying to kill him. So when it goes to this with Joe Lopez, it seemed to me that if I don't know, I mean, it's weird. And people contacted me. Even I had a prison guard was contacting me. Man, it was a Latino guy, and he was like, man, I'm a prison guard. How dare you? But dude, I didn't. The last video I did about this, I did not defend any party. I started being impartial. Because as she started speaking up, it started to open my eyes. The question is the Villalobos situation. Because Villalobos, when you have a DA screwing up cases, it's hard to believe who is guilty or innocent. And you know that he's locked up, okay? They will not let Villalobos out, and I'm glad they will not let the corrupt DA, all right? Because I got very freaking bad how he took money from murderers and everything. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I did. And this is, I'm sorry. I'm one of those liberals who get tired of hearing the person in authority always right when they're screwed up in evil, okay? Prove to me, show me the trustworthy in the book of Corinthians, that you're trustworthy. I'm not going to put my trust in you because you have a title. You know what I'm saying? In the 4th Corinthians, okay? And St. Pablo, St. Paul say in the 4th Corinthians, stewards should prove to be trustworthy. Not, you know what I'm saying? Not to us put trustworthy on them. That goes for all the priests and ministers we go to church to. Stop putting your trust in them. Let them prove to be trustworthy. And it goes to any authority as well. Police, whatever, teachers, whatever. That I live by actually when it comes to friends. Certain people, no one who's very nice to me on YouTube, she recently reached out to me, but it's hard for me to try to be friends with somebody online, not know if their intention to hurt me, you know what I'm saying, or do anything to me. They have to prove to be trustworthy, and it goes to anybody, because I've been in a situation before. So that's why I'm not a trustworthy person. You know, I don't trust. You have to prove to be trustworthy to me. I'm not gonna sit here and be gullible. I'm very skeptical on things, so that's why for personal experience, and you actually get close to 40, of course you're gonna have that mindset. So I'll be 38 this year. So point is, that's what I'm trying to say is that I don't know whether Joe Lopez is guilty. I don't know if Crystal Lopez is innocent. You know, she's telling the truth. I don't know who's telling the truth because that snake in the whole case was Villalobos, who screwed this case up in other cases before, and I'm still mad about that because you want someone that's just and righteous in their actions if they're dealing with the law, okay? That's why nobody don't trust the law. And you know what? And that's when you determine what's guilty and is innocent. But people screw up cases, lie, and slander people within the law. It's sadly that people do that. They can't talk about being right and going to church. I mean, no one's perfect, but you know what I'm saying? I would not have that in my conscience if I was working as a DA to do that to people. That's just completely evil. Even as my worst enemy. If you know, let God handle that worst enemy, whatever they did to me, but if they're innocent, let them go. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know, you know. So, what do you think? Do you think, because the testimony, I'm going to put the link where Elsa Garcia, on her YouTube, she took that link from Channel 13, and I shared it on Facebook, I think, I shared it on Twitter, or not, I haven't done it. But, I remember, and it's hard for me, because back in 95, when I was learning Spanish, besides Como la Flor, which is, I knew this on 93, but I started learning this on 94, 95, 96, and I remember going in high school singing, "Tú, estúpido romántico, tú, preso del amor." Okay, and go around high school, you know what I'm saying, and dance that song, and you know what I'm saying. So, and I even have a tape of me having that tape on that song, and then not only that, I think I took two recordings of that cassette tape off the sound stations, and I remember that song come on, then there's Como Te Extraño by PSD, you know, that's Selena's Friend. Then on the other side of that tape, that's because I remember I messed up the song because the beginning of it, I had the intro. I wanted to show the intro of Tú, estúpido romántico. So I record that part, and then I put soon as I get home. That's Faith Evans, you know, Biggie's wife. I make it up to you. Baby, I do what I gotta do. Oh, baby, I love that song. See, hey, you can tell I'm old. These young cats who come with you don't know about that shit. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. Those who, you know, y'all know about them 1990s, you know what I'm saying? Those were good years, okay? Good music, okay? Both in English and Spanish. So, point is, that's what I'm saying. So, to y'all, do you think that George Lopez, excuse me, sorry, because he been on the news. Do you think that Joe Lopez, okay, the Tejano version of J-Lo, okay, the male version of J-Lo is innocent or guilty? Or do you think his niece, Crystal Lopez, do you think she's innocent, guilty? Do you think the distortion was true? It was on her part or her father? Why is her father silent? You know, Joe Lopez's brother. And what do you think about the Villalobos case of him screwing up cases? And do you think he should do more than 18 years? I'm sorry, he should. Okay? You're lucky I am not judge. I'm not the judge. Because I would forget the prosecution team and all that other crap and the jurors. I'll give you about 100 years. You don't screw up as a DA to people's cases. That's why I'm not a trustworthy person when it comes to authority. Okay? I'm let you know that. And I'm not the perfect, but I live by that verse in the scriptures of Corinthians chapter, and I'm not perfect. I have a lot of bones to clean up too, okay, as a scope on my videos. But the point is, I ain't perfect, but I know by personal survival techniques that never put no trust in nobody. They have to be proven trustworthy, especially if they're a steward. And that goes with St. Pablo said in Corinthians chapter 4, okay? I ain't perfect, but I know that, okay? I live by that. That's why they have to put this. Why? No, I'm not going to sit here and say you're my friend. And next thing, sometimes I make that mistake when someone being kind to me because I want everyone to be kind to me, not to be rude to me. But when I start seeing some signs, I start to step back. Okay? So, I'm just letting you know, with that case, I don't like no authority being ugly. You're going to teach me right, come right. Don't get right as Jennifer Lopez, the other J-Lo, say, okay? Don't come here and be trying to teach me right, but be ugly with it. You can't that Dr. Mr. High gets on my nerves. Y'all know, coming up as a child, how my family, I talk about in my videos. That's the real reason why I cannot take nobody seriously in a title, because they're not entitlement to be evil, okay? Just because they have a title. So when I see that case with, I take that very extreme, okay? Anyway, y'all, bye-bye. Have a nice day.